Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Anizi with the final part of What If Naruto had the Fate Summons and were trained by them. So, let's get started. Now then Hiruzen, let our battle begin, Naruto says as Hiruzen prepared himself with the look of anger on his face. You will pay Naruto for attacking the glorious Leaf Village, the first ninja village and the legacy of the strongest ninjas and the will of fire, Hiruzen yelled. You mean a pathetic village that beats on an innocent child and can't tell the difference between a scroll and a kunai? If that's the will of fire, then I'll gladly extinguish the fire. Today, Naruto yells back. How dare you, you demon, you are our weapon, and a half foreigner. Like you should be grateful that we even spent our precious time beating you and making you our weapon. But no matter, by the end of this you'll be kneeling before your masters once again. It seems like those summons have made you forget who your master is. It's time for you to be reminded your place, Hiruzen says as he does hand signs and slams the floor as monkey summon Enma appears. Enma, start now, we need to make the demon submit, Hiruzen says as Enma nods, knowing his commander's wishes. As you wish, Lord Hiruzen, the monkey says as he turns into a staff. Caliban, Naruto yells as out of a golden portal appears Caliban. Your weapon is truly pathetic compared to mine. Today you will die along with this village. Today is the end of the leaf. Today I shall burn all of the leaves. But don't worry, you will be remembered as the enemy of the Uzumaki clan. That's right. After this my servants and I shall revive the Uzumaki clan and we should destroy the 5 great nations and the Akatsuki and everybody that opposes us. I know everything. It was me and my servants that did the rescue of my mother, Kushina Uzumaki, and framed the cloud and the leaf so that your alliances will be weakened and there will be war between you, Naruto says laughing. How dare you, you foreigner, killing my people, killing those dirty foreigners of Uzumakis that were getting in the way of the Leaf Village was my legacy and I will not let you undo that. They should be happy that their blood belongs to the best village, not some shitty backwater village in the middle of nowhere, Hiruzen yells. There's nothing glorious about this dump, Hiruzen, and today you will see that you and this pathetic village will learn firsthand that your village was never fit of wielding Uzumakis or the Nine Tails, and you will never have it again because they won't exist after today. Actually no village shall, apart from the Uzumaki clans, the Jinchurikis, the poor creatures deserve to be free. Naruto yells. Why you dare break the order Hashirama-sama made? I will kill you. Die, Hiruzen yells, making hand signs and sending 5 elemental dragons at Naruto, who just swiped them away with a gust of air from Caliban, sending them at the Leaf Village shelters where the civilians were, blowing it up. No, not the innocent, pure-blooded Leaf citizens. How dare you, demon? You will die. You dare commit the sin of killing my pure-blooded Leaf people, Hiruzen yells madly as he rushes at Naruto. He started beating his chest while and roaring in anger and rage. There's nothing pure about this village. It's only corrupted, Naruto says as Hiruzen jumps at Naruto with speed, striking Naruto with his monkey staff Enma, only for Naruto to block it with Caliban. He then jumps up and makes some hand signs. This will be the end of you. I hate you for making me use this, but I'll go out with a bang, destroying you, monster, and the last Uzumaki. No one shall ever extinguish the fire, the will of fire. No one shall destroy the leaves, no one shall burn the leaves. But I need to do this to destroy you, fire style. Majestic destroyer flame, he yells, sending a strong taunt at Naruto, who uses magic coated wind Caliban and just slashes the taunt of fire, making a huge gust of wind and sending it back at Hiruzen, burning him and the Ambu who had broken into the seals. We need help, Lord Hokage, but it's too hot, it burns, yelled the Ambu as they died. Hiruzen was seen standing there with injuries on his body as he was burnt up. I guess I have no choice then. For the Leaf Village, I must give my life, Hiruzen says as he started doing hand signs. But Naruto recognized them. Naruto swings his sword, cutting off Hiruzen's arms. You coward, you never even let me summon the Shinigami, Hiruzen yelled. Sorry, but I don't have the time to alert myself to the Soul Reaper. Now die, Hiruzen, Naruto says as he walks up to Hiruzen, who was dodging the gusts of wind while firing his own attacks which Naruto dodged himself. Pathetic, Naruto says as he cuts off Hiruzen's head, making it fall down as the Ambu of the leaf stared in shock and horror and so did the Leaf citizens. He killed Lord Hokage. We're fucked. He killed Lord Hokage. Quick, we need to get out of here, yelled the remaining civilians that escaped the shelters. Naruto was now seen with his army behind him of servants who were standing in front of an army of Leaf citizens and shinobi. You killed my dad. How dare you? You'll pay, Asama yells as he rushed at Naruto, who slashed his head off clean. Kunai screamed in rage and anger. Asama-kun, how dare you? She yelled as she tried to use Genjutsu on Naruto, but Naruto sensed her life force energy and stabbed her heart, making her fall dead. Naruto, why? Yugo yelled. His sensei cried. You should know, Yugo sensei. This village was corrupted and it must be purged, Naruto says. How dare you, demon, call us, the Leaf, blessed by the gods to have the Uchiha, Senjus and Hyugas, the strongest shinobi clans, corrupted, yelled Pinky Harano, Sakura Harano's aunt. Your Uchihas are corrupted. They need to kill their close ones to get power. Your Hyugas enslaved their own family. You really think that if they became Hokages they wouldn't slap a cage bird seal on you to keep you Leaf pathetic scum under control? And your Senjus are the ones that started the clan wars against the Uchihas. There's nothing pure about this dump. Now die, Harano, just like my archer did to your niece Sakura Harano, Naruto yells out as he slashed her head off clean. My wife, yelled ugly Harano, Sakura Harano's uncle, as he and the Leaf army charges at Naruto. Kill the monster, yelled the people of the Leaf as they rushed at Naruto, as the servants started cheering for the master. Kill the master, destroy them, destroy the evil Leaf village, yelled the servants as Naruto dashed at them, cutting them as blood spilled everywhere. Heads were seen flying off, arms were seen ripped off from their body as Naruto held the last Leaf shinobi by his head and then jabbed the sword straight through his skull, making blood spew out as the final Leaf shinobi finally lost his conscience. Naruto was seen in the middle of a cloud of blood. Everybody around him was dead, apart from his servants, as bodies of Leaf shinobis laid everywhere. It seems the Leaf forces are down. Now to finish off the rest, Naruto says, as he and his servants gathered up the surviving Leaf citizens in some of the shelters, the babies of the Leaf and the husbands of the Leaf, the wives, all of them were surrounded by Naruto. People of the Leaf village, for too long has your evil and corrupt ways gone unpunished. In order to rectify that, I hereby purge you. Be grateful, you're about to die by my hands, Naruto says. Demon, leave us alone. I knew we should have killed you. Lord Third was stupid keeping you alive. Splat, suddenly the people that were saying that all had their heads pierced off by golden swords. Do not speak to my entertainment that way, mongrel. Only I, the true king, may speak to him that way, Gilgamesh says, making the servants roll their eyes at his arrogance and ego. A few minutes later, Naruto was seen walking out of the village that was filled with blood, had dead bodies everywhere. A village once filled with hatred, life, now purged, is so peaceful, Naruto says, as he turned around to look at the village. Now to make sure this filth never rises again, Naruto pointed Caliban at the village. Caliban, he yells, as a golden holy beam shot out of the sword, destroying the village, leaving a crater behind, destroying all of the bodies that never had any funeral. My revenge against the Leaf is over. Now it's time to avenge the clan, Naruto says, as he thought about how he's going to destroy the mist, the rock, the sound, the sand, the cloud, all of the villages, and only the Uzumaki village shall remain. He then looked at Ryder as he jumped on Medusa's Pegasus and they flew to the land of the whirlpool. When he landed, he saw a red-haired woman looking at him. Naruto teared up. Mom, Naruto says, as Krishna rushed over to her baby boy cradling his head. Mama, I missed you, Naruto says. I'm sorry, my son. If only I was stronger, you wouldn't have had to go through all of that, Krishna says. Naruto shook his head. It's not your fault, Mom. It's all Danzo, Hiruzen and Ladif's fault. But don't worry, we have taken care of that. I've destroyed them, Naruto says as he explains everything. Kushina looked proudly at her son. It seems Minato Buster's legacy is destroyed. Good work, son, she says, smiling. Now then, what should we do now, my son? Krishna says. Let's catch up, Mum, Naruto says, as for the next day Naruto and Krishna bonded. The next day Naruto was on Rimena Gilgamesh's flying throne. He was currently in the land of Iron, on top of the 5 Kage Summit Hall, which was now the 4 Kage Summit Hall as the leaf never existed. Naruto nodded at Gilgamesh as a red beam shot, destroying the roof. What is the meaning of this? Who would dare to attack the Kages? A and Oniki yelled. The Sand would not abide such disrespect, Baki said. Neither would the Mist, Yagra says. Naruto landed with Hercules also appearing, as well as Gilgamesh by his side, frightening Baki as he saw the man who destroyed both the leaf and also half of the Sand's forces. Who are you? Oniki asked with anger. This kid looked like Minato. I am Naruto Uzumaki, and I declare the 4th Shinobi War, Naruto says as he nodded at Hercules. The guards that tried to rush at Naruto were killed. You dare attack my shinobi? The Kages yelled as A rushed at Naruto, but couldn't move. It was the same for the other Kages. They all were paralyzed. What have you done to us? Why can't we move? Oniki demanded. Naruto ignored him as he stabbed B in the head in front of A, making blood splatter out everywhere. My brother! How dare you? A yelled as Naruto laughed. This is revenge for what your people did to my clan. You slaughtered my innocent clan, who were not involved in the second Shinobi War, but you racist people did that anyways. Now I shall avenge my clan by wiping out all of you monsters. Watch as I do that. Now enjoy your brother's dead body, Naruto says. You monster. I will go to war with you, yelled A. I have already started a war with you, right Kage? I started it with all of the remaining nations. I killed all of your gods here, and you think that I don't want war? I don't want justice for all the wrongdoings you did to my great clan? I will give you the same treatment as I gave the leaf. I will destroy you, Naruto yells. A was in tears as he saw his brother's dead body. B, no, B, tell me you're alive, yelled A as Naruto laughed. No, not yet. I won't destroy you just yet. I'll give you pathetic old fuck some time to prepare for your death and your shinobis for their deaths, Naruto says, making A glare. I will kill you, he yelled as Medea chanted something and the two disappeared and reappeared outside the rain village. Hercules, attack, Naruto yells as the demigod punched the floor, destroying their entrance. Invaders, stop the heretics. We must protect Lord Pain, yelled the shinobi as they rushed at Naruto and surrounded him with the ambush squad. But suddenly, weapons pierced through the shinobis, leaving one singular shinobi alive. Where is that false god, mongrel? Asked a man with golden hair and red eyes. I will never tell you, heretic. If someone is a fake, it isn't Lord Pain, it's you, yelled the last shinobi straight to Gilgamesh's face as his eyes started to glow red. And Porter surrounded the shinobi. You dare speak to me, Gilgamesh, the first king and the god of Uruk, in such a manner? For your insolence, your worthless life is now forfeit, Gilgamesh says madly as a barrage of swords came down, slicing him slowly to death. I found him. The Akatsuki and the leader is that way, Hassan, Naruto's assassin, told Naruto. Good work. Are you ready, Gilgamesh? Naruto asked. Of course, mongrel. Now let's go and end that fake god and his followers, Gilgamesh says. Naruto nods as the two make their way to the Akatsuki base. Naruto nods at Hercules, who punched open the entrance to the hideout. Suddenly, Naruto blocks a strike and he sees that the person striking was Itachi Uchiha. Naruto Uzumaki, you took away everything from me. Now, I will sacrifice you to the Tentos to get revenge, Itachi madly says. Go, Naruto says to his servants who are running towards the Akatsuki. The leaf was corrupt and so was Sasuke. I don't regret killing them. I am proud of what I've done. I'm proud that I've avenged my Uzumaki clan and I've destroyed the dirty Uchiha clan, Naruto says smiling. Proud? How dare you? That was my home. Sasuke was my brother. You will pay for killing him. Now die, Itachi yelled as the shinobi rushed at Naruto with a fireball jutsu, but Naruto caught the attack, making it dispel. Damn you, demon. Let's see if you could take this, Itachi yelled as he activated Mangekyo Sharingan. Blood came out. Itachi activated Genjutsu, only to feel a sword in his heart. I used my mana to wash out the chakra, making me immune to all of your Genjutsus. Now, fade away, like the will of fire and the leaves. After all, the way the leaf is treating me, they deserve what they got. The will of fire was dying, and I just accelerated the process and extinguished it, Naruto yells. Damn you, demon, I won't go out like this. Susanoo, yelled Itachi. using the last of his energy to form a giant chakra ribcage. How do you like this, Ninetales? I won't go out with just myself, I'll go out with you, and then Lord Pain shall use you to destroy the shinobi world. This is the ultimate level of the Sharingan, now die, Itachi yelled, slamming his fist down on Naruto to crush him. Only to his surprise, the fist was stopped and caught as Naruto was holding it up casually. How are you casually holding up my Susanoo fist? It should be impossible, he has more strength than Ninetales itself, yells Itachi. I guess I'm stronger, Naruto says as he threw Itachi into the sky. Caliburn, Naruto yelled as the sword shot a golden beam destroying Itachi and his Susanoo. Pathetically scum, you're dead now, Naruto says as he made his way into the Akatsuki base to see dead bodies of Akatsuki with only 2 people remaining. Gilgamesh was torturing Pain and the masked man was currently evading strikes from Hercules. So you have arrived, Uzumaki. You will pay for ruining my plans. The Rinnegan is destroyed by that golden head prick off a summon of yours. You will pay for this. You ruined my plans. No one will ever ruin my plans ever again. I'll kill you, Obito yells as he dodges Hercules, who couldn't hit him because of Kamui. Judging by the fact you have the same Sharingan as Kakashi, but in a different eye, I'm gonna assume you're Obito Uchiha. Well, I guess it's time to kill you, Naruto says. I would like to see you try, Obito yelled, but was suddenly stabbed in the Sharingan eye. Pathetic. Your ego and overconfidence that left you open. Your Sharingan is gone. Now, you're gonna die. To think my sperm donor, Minato Namikaze, had such a hard time fighting such a weakling like you, Naruto says, slicing off Obito's head clean, as blood spewed out everywhere. Now, let's go home, Naruto says, as Medea nods and the servants and Naruto were teleported to Whirlpool. Afuria hugged Naruto. Let's go rest, Naruto-kun, she said, as the other female servants also agreed, and he dragged Naruto to the king's bedroom, making Gilgamesh pout. He should have it, he was the king, but even he wasn't as foolish to take on a bunch of angry female servants and not get in the way of their Naruto time. A few days later, Naruto was seen standing in front of an army. This was the allied shinobi forces, which weren't as strong as in canon as they were missing the Leaf Village, and half of the Sand Village was already destroyed. Now, Uzumaki, you will pay for killing B, yelled A, as the Cloud Shinobi roared in agreement. Avenge Lord B! Slay the demon! Slay the monster! We will avenge Lord B, yelled the Cloud Shinobi. No, the only thing that will happen is the fall of the great nations and the rise of the Uzumaki kingdom, Naruto yells. You arrogant fool, your ego will be your downfall, Oniki, the Rock Shinobi Kage, yelled out as the Rock Shinobi cheered in agreement. Tell him, Lord Tsuchikage, we will defeat you, demon. We will avenge the fallen people, our fallen comrades that you killed during the Kage summit, yelled the Rock Shinobi. My ego, you're the one with the ego. All of you combined couldn't even scratch Leaf in the previous wars, but I and my summons managed to destroy it in a few months of planning. I will show you, I don't need them to kill someone as pathetic as you, Naruto mocked. How dare you? We will kill you and avenge our sand comrades, yelled Baki, Gaara sensei, as the sand cheered. We will avenge the fallen comrades of ours. We don't care about Gaara, but you killed Tamari-sama and Kankuro-sama. You must pay, yelled the sand ninjas. You ninjas are just tools. You were meant to be discarded, Naruto mocked. Enough, you dare mock me, the Mizukage. I, Yagra, shall kill you, yelled Yagra. We shall see, Naruto says. Attack, yelled the Kages as the shinobi fired jutsus at Naruto, only for protection spells to protect Naruto from their attacks. I am the bone of my sword. Steel is my body, and fire is my blood. I have created over 1,000 blades, unknown to death, nor known to life. I have withstood the pain to create many weapons, yet those hands will never hold anything. So, as I pray, unlimited blade works. Naruto yells as the landscape changes. What is this? Is this genjutsu? I can't dispel it. Why are there swords? Yelled confused shinobis. Hahaha, you really think genjutsu can kill us, boy? You must have gotten lucky against the leaf, the Raikage says. Oh really, Naruto says as he made a hand gesture as a sword impaled Raikage, killing him dead. Lord Raikage, his chakra has disappeared. He's actually died. This isn't genjutsu. It's real somehow. Be careful, yelled the cloud sensor. Too late, Naruto yells, making other hand signs as the rest of the shinobi alliance were impaled by swords. Pathetic to think I wasted unlimited blade works on trash. Well, it's time for me to go home, Naruto says as he dispelled the unlimited blade works and left. Naruto arrived at the whirlpool to see assassins carrying something. It was the rest of the Kages of the lesser nations. It has been done, my lord. The death of the rest of the Kages and anyone who opposes you, like samurais. It's all over, he said to Naruto, who smiled. The female servants came and kissed Naruto. Send the army to the rest of the lands to take over them. Then send parties to the remaining villages and have them join us, Naruto says, before Medea flashed him and the female servants to her bedroom. How about we produce some heirs, Naruto-sama, Atoria says, as Naruto smirked. Years later, Naruto was seen walking through the Uzumaki Palace, the only kingdom to exist in the world. Dad, several sons and daughters called out after him, as Naruto had reproduced with at least every female servant at least once. The Uzumakis were now the only ones in power. He was the king of the whole world, with his wife and queens, his main wife being Euphoria, while his male servants became nobles. All was good. His mother was healed and Medea had revived all of the Uzumakis. Dad, let's go celebrate the fall of the 5 great nations that oppressed the Uzumakis and killed them before you heroically saved the Uzumakis and revived them and created the Uzumaki kingdom, said the son of Naruto Uzumaki, as then his eldest daughter came up and the heiress to the throne, Notoria Uzumaki Pendragon. Mbaka, don't disturb Dad with such nonsense. He has so much more to do, she said. But guys, this is the end. Peace.